Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today what we're going to be talking about is the big teaser that Tabor Hill gave the Fortnite community, and I just want to say this could contain potential spoilers for the live event and next season. So guys, if you do not want to see any of those, if you've been managed to stay away from everything so far, click off the video now because we're going to be speculating and talking about what's to come next season. And I appreciate you tuning in, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue the video in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Tabor Hill, guys. Tabor Hill, who's known for always getting something right. He has some inside information at Epic Games. He has some source, and the teaser he gave for us next season is tree. Just the word tree. Initially, I was like, okay, what the hell does that mean? But now, after thinking about it for a while and looking around online just a little bit, I've come up with 6 theories on what tree could mean, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get one of them. I'm pretty confident in one of them are gonna be correct. So sit back, guys, relax. Let's talk about what tree can mean, and afterwards, after you watch this video, I'd love to know what you think down below. If you have an idea that I didn't touch, I would love to hear about it. The first thing that tree could possibly mean is that it actually could literally mean trees. Maybe we're getting a new biome. Maybe it could be a jungle that could come. Like back when we saw in Chapter 1, Season 9, there was a big time skip. Maybe during the live event, something can happen with 0 point. It looks like something with the 0 point is going to happen during the live event because we have next season in Chapter, like, or with the Marvel Comics, they're going to be looking for shards of 0 point. So maybe, like, it's going to explode or get damaged or something. So regardless, there's a potential for a huge time skip because remember back after the event back in Season 8, excuse me, there was a lot of time that went by, and all of a sudden Season 9 comes and there's Neo Tilted built and Mega Mall, and then it's like a whole brand new civilization with Singularity and everything. So years have went by. I don't think it's ever been really talked about how long exactly it's been. Regardless, my whole point is we could see a big jump in time where all these trees have grown and now we have a jungle biome, and maybe like the map looks like, because the map's pretty destroyed right now with all the war stuff going on. There's especially the around Tilted area. Maybe, especially all the saplings, we'll touch on the saplings just a little bit more in a little bit. There could be an actual biome with jungles and trees, and the hint tree could literally mean tree. Now that I'm thinking about this, though, this could potentially really be like one and the same. So I'm sorry if I kind of like lied to you when I was talking about I had 6 teasers. So anyways, we had a challenge where we had to plant saplings. If you remember that challenge, I don't know how many of you guys do challenges out there. I don't typically do them. I do them by accident. So there was a challenge where you had to plant saplings in the big explosive area. So like I was talking about with Tilted Towers, there is a big, like, what do you call it? There was a war there. The name of it's not coming to me. So you had to plant trees. Maybe by the time next season comes, those trees could be trees. And now that I realize I'm talking about this, this could be part of the same teaser. So maybe I have 5 theories for you today. Regardless, there's more stuff planning to the hint that tree could quite literally mean tree. What else could tree mean, though? What other thing in the Fortnite storyline could mean tree? Have you ever thought about family tree? There's 2 ways this could go. The family tree of Clombos, because there's a lot of Clombos underground. They're hibernating. We still don't know what happened to our boy Clombo back from Chapter 3, Season 1. All of a sudden, he was gone. We think the IO has him, but maybe there's more Clombos around the map. It seems like there is. Anyway, there's a lot of them hibernating. There's like those blowholes around the map everywhere, and the Clombos are clearly here. Maybe it could mean a family tree for the Clombos. Next season, it could be, there's a lot of people were talking about it potentially being dinosaur themed, although I think it's going to be like space and moon themed, maybe even a Star Wars theme. It could very well be dinosaur themed. And then the family tree of all those Clombos are going to come out, and then there'll be more Clombos on the map. That'd actually be really cool to have like a bunch of Clombos all over the map instead of just one. I kind of like just one, but maybe 3 would do. But regardless, maybe there's a little bit, like, for example, when the Season 2 first started, we had no building for a week or 2, right? Everybody was forced to play with it. Maybe it could be another thing where the Clombos need to find a new home and they like swim away or something. So we're like bombarded with them for the first week or 2, and there's Clombos all over the map. So another thing that family tree could mean is, who have we not found in a long time? Family tree we could finally be looking into Geno's lore. Geno, the guy that we have never known anything about since every time he's been mentioned. I think he's just mentioned a few times, but we like to talk about Geno. Maybe we could finally look into his family tree, or even like the Imagine and the Order's family tree, because they don't remember anything. Maybe we'll see something during the event with the IO, or maybe the trailer. We're going to be looking into their family tree. How is Geno related to everybody? Is Dr. Sloan Geno's daughter? Or, you know, that wouldn't really make sense, right? Regardless, I don't think that family tree is something that we should count out, because again, the tree could mean literally tree, or the tree could mean something else, right? Like, now that I'm saying that, it's like, duh, that could mean it's either tree or something else. But I mean, like, we could literally look into the family tree from anybody. Maybe Agent Jones, Dr. Sloan, Geno, the Clombos. We can think about family tree in in any sense of that, like, in that word, you know what I mean? And personally, I think that's kind of the most likely answer, but I'm not too sure. I'm just confident in one of these being the case, because I can't think of anything else that tree could possibly mean. The next theory that I have is a little bit more simple, and this you've seen a lot of people talking about online, is we know that Indiana Jones along with Darth Vader is coming next season, but we're going to be focusing more on Indiana Jones. Now, Indiana Jones is really jungle themed, right? Indiana Jones is in the jungle, and the tree could mean Indiana Jones is coming, and then there could be like maybe some more trees. Maybe we see a trailer with Indiana Jones swinging on some trees, you know what I mean? It's not that he swings on trees, but you know what I mean. He's running through a jungle or something. Tree could literally just mean that Indiana Jones is coming, but I don't know if that one's the case, because I remember back when Cypher PK's and Tabor Hill's teaser for chapter 3, we heard winter is coming, and I thought that was a Game of Thrones crossover. So could the teaser really be a crossover? And that didn't happen. So I'm still waiting for that teaser, by the way. I still think Black Winter is coming, but that's a conversation for another time, guys. That video is a banger, by the way. Check out that video. It's still relevant to this day. Anyways, but it could literally just mean that Indiana Jones is coming, and that would not surprise me if that's the case. But do I think that's the case? No. Now, the last two ideas actually have to do with the 0 point, and where it seems like we're going to be seeing the 0 point during the event. I feel like that should be well known. I don't know, like, we've got to see the 0 point, right? We haven't seen it yet, and we know, like I mentioned earlier, we have the 0 point shards next season. The 0 point's going to get damaged or destroyed or something along those lines. We're going to see the 0 point. So maybe, remember back in chapter 2, season 6, the Zero Crisis finale, or is that what it was called? I believe so. Regardless, where Agent Jones and the Foundation first saw the 0 point. If you remember during that event, the 0 point bloomed into a tree. You remember that? I'll throw a teaser on screen here. The 0 point bloomed into a tree, and it was quite beautiful, by the way. It was like a time bloom or something like that, but I don't know what that means. We haven't really heard anything on it since then, but the 0 point, like, it was destabilizing and it started to bloom into other realities, right? So maybe tree can mean the 0 point's going to do that again, and maybe we can actually finally get some information on what the heck that actually was, because one could think that it was like all the realities were getting connected together or something, but you could really like say that about anything 0 point related. Hey, it's connecting all the realities, you know what I mean? Going into it, I'm going into a different reality. It has something to do with realities, right? Regardless, the 0 point kind of made like a tree with a bunch of branches, and that could be the teaser. The 0 point could do that again. I would actually really like to see that, because when I was watching it, I was actually like, man, that is beautiful effects, and I would love to see by the time we're in chapter 3. Now these events just keep getting better and better, and I cannot wait to see. Maybe it'll be like 10 times the case, because we might be going into space, right? So maybe it'll bloom all the way into space, and it'll just look absolutely magnificent. I'd really like to see something like that happen, because anyways, the tree hint could mean the 0 point could bloom into a tree. And the final idea I have for you is the 0 point could, like I said, it could bloom into a tree, but what do trees have? They have branches, and remember those branches to the 0 point, they were actually leading into other realities, and this is where the Darth Vader thing could come in, because we know Darth Vader's coming next season. There's other realities. Darth Vader's gonna get onto the map somehow, so maybe the tree could bloom, and then we could have other realities coming in, kind of like what we had back in chapter 2, season 5. Because you remember the 0 point was like I said, I feel like I'm talking like a broken record here. The 0 point blooming into a tree, and then all those realities come from branches. At the end of each branch is a different reality. We could see more characters, like even the Marvel characters. We know the Marvel characters are coming back next season, although they could be technically back on the map right now. But you know what? You get the point. You get what I'm trying to say here. It's not necessarily who could come out of the realities, but it's like the 0 point could connect to more realities. Maybe we could have another crossover based season in that sense. I'm diving way too much into that, but you understand what I'm saying. Like the 0 point could bloom into a tree with branches into other realities. Sorry, I get a little bit excited when I talk about this, guys. So that's what I think Tabor Hill's thing means. If I had to guess which one I wrote them all point form down here. If I had to guess which one is most likely to be correct, I think it's going to be Family Tree. I think it's going to be Family Tree. We're going to see something with members of the Seven. We're going to be something with the Seven, with the Imagine, with the Order, or we're going to see finally get some lore on Geno. Maybe even Agent Jones. Who knows? I think the hint tree does mean Family Tree. Maybe even Clombos. Who knows? But guys, I would love to know what you think. Did you think that I am onto something with any of these? And pretty much most of these are actually my ideas, so I'm like pretty impressed with myself here. Did I miss something? What do you think that Tabor Hill's hint tree could possibly mean? Because we know it's Tabor Hill. He's very credible. He's very trustworthy. Tree has something to do with next season. I don't know what the heck tree can mean. I'm still waiting for the Winter is Coming teaser. I want to know what Tabor Hill meant, because, and the fact that he hasn't said anything yet, it means that it's still out there. And I still think that Black Winter is coming. Regardless, we're talking about tree today. We're talking about tree today, guys. Let me know what you think down below, and thank you so much for watching. If you are new here and you enjoyed the content, please consider hitting the like button to help out the channel. Subscribe if you're brand new. If you'd like to check the description down below, you'll find links to all of my other channels, as well as a link to Real Ember on Fiverr, who will take care of all of your YouTube thumbnail needs. Remember, Real Ember takes care of my thumbnails. He can take care of yours as well, and thumbnails is the most important part of your video if you want to be a YouTuber. And lastly, guys, if you'd like to use my supporter creator code in the item shop, it is code CLEN, #anime, #epic partner. Thank you so much again for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.